Okay, mine should be connected now. Yeah, I can't believe I was muted for like 9 minutes. Hello. Oh, hi. Welcome, Light Red. Nice. Glad you can make it. Hardboiled time, yes. The peak. The actual peak movie. I really enjoy the shotgun in this scene because they just make it have a spread of, they just make it have a whole 60-degree angle spread. It's actually insane. That's... Okay, I think the prop they used for the elevator doors isn't lined up properly. That's probably what's happening there. Otherwise, the perspective really doesn't make that much sense. Anyways, this is just a quick sketch, so I'm not going to be focusing too much on the more details. Like how the game continue to infiltrate the supermarket. Yes. The target of utmost tactical importance, the supermarket. Okay. Let's try to get Cola. Oh my god, it's literally just that Left 4 Dead 2 mission. Honestly, I'm kind of lazy. I'm kind of too lazy to separate everything to different layers. I think I'm just gonna do everything on one layer. That incense pot. No, that's just a waste basket. That's just a waste paper basket. I can't draw. Oh, hi here, Marilyn. Let's draw bait. No, go away. Don't. Going to remind you. Going to remind you till I'm done. No, please don't. Yes, I will. Oh my god. Anyways. Really super duper quiet. What's it talk about? Honestly, I have no ideas for topics this stream either. Okay, I wonder if I should buy door kickers too. It's $61. It's 61 ringgit, sorry. And should I read? Torrent download is convenient. Okay, that's true. Kinda true. But it seems like a good game as well, so I played TTT before, right? I only played a little bit, it seems like a good enough game. I think the environments are better than Genshin Impact. Yeah. Just start with PR without VPN. I think generally it's recommended to use VPN. As far as I know, it's generally recommended to use VPN. Especially if you're in a country where they actually care. Not really VPN method. Well, it depends on what VPN you're using. Some VPN services have a rate limit, or they decrease your. They might decrease your internet speed if you download too much stuff. Depends on whether you're paying for the VPN, whether you're using the paid tier or not as well. You're generous and seating as strong as you want. Yep. Yes. Seating is generally a good thing to do. Do they see your IP? I think these days they don't see your IP. I think now they don't see your IP. Right? What brush are you using? Like wait, let me see. Basic 5 size. Yeah. Size changes with pressure. Full opacity. Yeah, it's a very basic brush. What's my default is 2B1. Oh, I think that's a pencil. This one is just full opacity all the time. I think it's just digital brush. I think it should be under the digital section. Yeah, it's under the digital section. I mean 2B brush. What's a 2B brush? SO5. B. Okay, yeah, that's. I can't find the 2B brush. The pencil thingy section, I guess. Yes, I mean the pencil thingy section is not there. I found 4B though. Might be this one actually. Yep, seems like 2B, alright. I mean, this is also a decent sketching brush, I think. I'm just too used to using the other one. Mine is lighter. Okay, let's see. Yeah, that's one hard. Yeah, this seems more like it. Hard pencil. And there's also a few other things. Coated pencil. Oh wait, that's soft. $4B, which is fair enough. Also apparently my tablet has a pen tilt function, which I only very recently found out about. It's kind of interesting. I did not expect it to have that function because it's a super cheap tablet. But it's not bad. Oh yeah, look like that. Yep. Yeah, not a bad brush. At least on digital you can just change brush. Yeah, and you don't have to wait for things to dry. Rather than traditional, which just this guy's pencil looks thick. Yeah, and you don't have to buy the materials. You don't have to buy the pencil. Although I do think pencil sketching is a lot easier to do in real life than digital. Because the texture and the digital brushes don't really match the real pencil that well. I can't think of a way to make it match the real pencil more, but they just don't right now. Traditional is still alluring to some. Yep, that's true. Texture and the pencil. Yes. Hey, hello there. Oh, hello. Welcome to the stream. Well, before I also try to rebound M shortcut key to something else because I'm too far away. I need to mirror when draw sometimes. Yeah, that's fair. I just got used to it, but yeah, that's a fair concern. To be honest, I think a lot of these, a lot of the tools should have shortcuts. I think things like the line tool and the reference images tool. I use those a lot more than M, and they don't give me the shortcuts, which is very annoying. Press image float at the mouse and shortcut to turn it off and on for the change picture. Oh, that might actually be a good idea. You're right. Thought it was Halo for a second. Actually, yeah, the shape actually does kind of look like Halo. Okay, I can't draw an MP5 from memory. I need... Actually, to make it more interesting, just... I'll take an MP5K. I'm filled with Watch Hunt. Why is Watch Hunt? Oh, WA 2000. Right. I'm just gonna get the general shape. Then I got interested in WA 2000 because of wooden stock. Yeah, it's a beautiful gun. Too bad they don't make it anymore. There's a WA2000. Wait, really? R2000. Oh. Okay, it looks quite nice. They don't do full wooden. Like. Okay, you know what? It's close enough. They do have wood variants, I think. Yeah, that looks pretty good, I think. Not bad. Wait, why is the magazine in front? Why is the magazine in front? Did it use AR? Oh. Yeah, I guess it's not. This is not like a true clone, I guess. I was kind of expecting it to copy everything, but I guess that's really expensive to do. Please, something look like WA2000 then can run 556. Yeah. Cool. Which movie is the scene? Hard-boiled hospital scene. I think you can find the whole scene on YouTube. Every time, it always got this dick receiver. I mean, they do have a dick receiver. Although technically the top part is like a cocking tube. It's just a tube for the charging handle, but yeah, they do have dick receiver. Yeah, but not thicker than AR, right? No, I think it might actually be thicker than AR. Because the AR doesn't have a charging tube. I don't know the actual dimensions, but it might legitimately be thicker. That is thick. Yes. I can avoid gore by using robot. He can't avoid it forever. Damn, I got found out. Also, robots are easier to draw because I don't have to draw the face. To see the internal skeletal structure and all. Cool. They move on from the slim handguard to triangle handguard on MP5. Wait, did they move? I mean, there's all sorts of handguards these days. But was there another handguard before the triangle handguard? Okay. Anyways. Okay, nice. Okay. Enter order commission full body and additional character is 30% off if they include, so it will be let me think. Yeah, pretty much. Although the full although the body percentage is calculated per character, so if one of the for example, if one of the characters is full body and the other one is only half body, then it will be a bit cheaper. But yeah, that's about how it works. I'm having bicycle. Yep. Yeah. Thanks. Nice to hear that. Take time. True. Yeah, it's inescapable. You can maybe reduce the time if you learn the right things, but it would take time no matter what. Every person, yeah, I am currently still learning. Yeah, But it's good fun, keep at it, yeah. I spent years when then my passion died. Interest in manga surged and yeah, look, just do it at your own pace. Everyone has their own learning journey. Just do it at your own pace. I just half-hearted draw note, but do it daily. Yeah. Eventually it will get better. That's how these things work. Trying to go slow, but you know that feeling having ideas but can't really illustrating them? Yeah, got me biting papers from you. Yeah, I kinda get it. For me, part of it is that feeling that drives me to go and practice more and more. So yeah, I kinda get it. Go and replicate things pretty well, but originals, that one hurt. Yes. You know, To be honest, just use references when you have to, or when you feel like it. Even I basically do it for all the guns in my drawings. Because guns are very complicated shapes and it's easy to mess it up when you are drawing it from memory. But can't have his own OC. To be fair, designing can be a whole skill on its own. I heard MiHoYo actually hired legit fashion designers to design some of the clothes for their game characters. So it's definitely a whole thing in itself. Games and web still. Yep. Hard to have a good reference online sometimes. Yeah. Also the search results keep getting polluted by AI these days, which is completely useless for reference. AI doesn't give accurate enough proportions or lighting or anything to be used as reference. Literally. What? Oh, you have fashion design. Make clothes. Okay, I don't know if they made clothes, but I heard that they actually they design the character clothing. They design it and then they draw it onto the character, I guess. Can you draw like buff guys? Yeah, that's the thing. I can't draw buff guys. Congratulations, you found my weakness. I can't draw buff guys that well. Although, I think I actually did some of that for. Well, I think I actually did some of that for one of my older. Actually, no, I just remember I did do one of those for one of my older commissions. Let me check. See, not really buff, just a heavy armor. Oh yeah, I can do heavy armor. Like the armor itself isn't that hard for me. because then it's an object and then it's just breaking down into perspective. No, it's even covered the close, wait. Yeah, like EOD. Yeah, that should be fine. Yep. And I'm pretty sure I put this somewhere here. Ah, there we go. Found it. Yeah, I did do something close to a buff guy before. Oh my god, it's such a big picture. Yeah, here it is. Because in like the one I want to commission have an EOD guy, as you can. Now the EOD guy is fine. EOD suit isn't that hard to draw. I've drawn armor relatively big amount of times as well, because there's a person who keeps commissioning Star Wars related stuff. Yeah, there's a person on VGen who keeps commissioning me Star Wars related stuff, and I think they posted to Reddit recently as well. So yeah, I have some experience drawing armor. Oh, since when you do that, because since they ask for, because they commission it and then send me the reference images, and I just work on it. Star Wars armor isn't that hard to draw, by the way. It's mostly just a lot of angled lines. Eitlin helmet, gas mask plus EOD suit guy. Yeah, sure, why not? I've drawn that kind of helmet before, I think. Altain helmet. Yeah, sure. Let me check. I've definitely drawn that before. I'm going to go look at my... Okay, I've drawn helmets before. I thought it was the same type, but yeah, here. Someone else's commission. Oh, right. Wait, let me check. 18. I mean, wait, can a gas mask fit under there? Right, and it's lifted up, so oh, the faceplate is movable. Okay, that makes more sense. Yeah, sure. Sure, sounds about right. Hey Laika, oh hi. Welcome to the stream. You people are nice. Yep, peak. I like a short robot. You're a robot yourself. What? Just because we're a robot, we all look the same to you? That's racist as fuck. No, just kidding. Because it's interesting and because it's very interesting enemies, and also I don't have to draw the face. I'm also trying to think of it like video game enemies. So it's easy to think of a good reason to make enemy variations with robots. Tutorial looking at enemies? Yes. Honestly, as the enemies get harder, they should probably start looking less like security guards. bench down behind cover. Probably programmed to do so. Yes. Now they have an excuse to act like video game enemies. Even though the bench is clearly a destructible object. What? I can't hear you. What? Yes, firing a shotgun indoors. Okay, let's just assume both of them have ear protection. Because good God. No, cat girls use ear protection. Yeah, there's one for the cat ears here. Mouth keep talking, they're not cat. Music or filtered background noise. That will be yes. That's correct. God, I want to make a video game. I don't have the time, but I want to. blah blah blah. Either way, you would probably use earplugged. Yeah, true. Okay. Okay, the reason the VTuber model is glitching out is probably because the desk fan is blowing directly into it. The desk fan is directly blowing into it and it's hard and it's picking it up constantly. Damn, I really got a lot of stuff to do recently though. I need to start studying, I need to do stuff for my university club. Yes, I did join a university club. It's related to... Actually, no, I'm not gonna tell you about it because I don't want people finding me. But yeah, I did join it. For the experience, for the university experience. And I'm somehow in a leadership position now. I can't believe people want me to lead anything. So I actually have things to do now. Let's see. That's fan. Geez, you have fans sitting on... Well, technically it's on the floor, blowing up towards me. But then it's also blowing in the direction of my microphone, so it's loud. Good luck with it. I have to go eat, so I will be AFK. Be right back. Yeah. Oh, by the way, if you want to put in like permission request, the VGen link is in the description. You can also try to find my Discord. Just like you paranoid search Ocean, I know what that is. I know what that is. I know people can find VTubers through like 3 pieces of information. I mean, it's a very basic principle. Like for example, you say you know they're male. Okay, that's cutting out 50% of the population. They are in university, that's even smaller percent of the population. And you do that a few times and you get a very small selection of people already. But probably not soon. I also just start so a bit short on money. It's just idea for the close future. Yeah, I get it. I get what you're saying. Same. But yeah, see you around. You need to be punching hard. True. Lots of things to do. Yeah, I gotta do orientation and stuff. Then I guess you do OPSEC. Every VTuber does OPSEC, you idiot. It came free with your VTuber model. I mean, VTubers technically do have better OPSEC than Flash tubers do by default, just by not showing the face. Like, yes, so like I'm pretty sure determined people have already found all the HoloLive members past lives or whatever, but the normal person isn't going to go and find all of that. So you don't have to worry about getting recognized on the street or whatever. And you know what? That's a very good perk of being a VTuber. In conclusion, buy a VTuber model from me, only $300,000. Still crazy to think about basically just searching people's information on websites. Yeah, I think they are doing this in actual real life conflicts these days as well. Because the cell phones of soldiers because a lot of times, I think I've heard things like the mobile phones of Russian soldiers connecting to random stuff like social media or dating sites. Things like that. So yeah, quite important these days. I don't know why they let soldiers bring mobile phones though. Can't be that useful for communication. $300G? What? I mean, there's whole market for private information. Yes. Oh, that's what. Okay, a bunch of social media profit margins are based on that. Why do you think it's free? That means you are special to someone. Yes. Just I got hacked by someone at some point. Jesus. I think at this point they can... Social engineering would be the most effective form of hacking compared to probably anything else. At this point they can just use AI to mimic voices. Yeah, that's gonna be fun. Software engineering is just from the unawareness of people. Yeah, well, they say people are the weakest link. Why would you try to crack encryption when you can just ask people until you get until you just directly get the password? This note about social engineering. Okay. First time he got information of clients' financial accounts. Oh, are they one of those people that specifically do? Are they one of those people that specifically do like security penetration testing? Yes. Security testing for companies. Yes, that's a very interesting line of work. I've heard of that before. Yeah, it's still well for me that social engineer is a kind of hacker. Yes, and it is still the most effective type of hacking, I think. Hello sir, your computer has very... Yes, exactly. At this point, psychiatrists are just white hat hacker. Yep. Also, I think I've heard this before. If you wear a high visibility jacket and you hold a clipboard or a toolbox, etc., you can get into anywhere. Like, no one wants to get in the way of the workman. So you just get into anywhere. There's also that guy on YouTube that keeps breaking into Defense Expos. All of that can be prevented by raising ovens. Well, no, because humans aren't computers. Like at some point you are going to get a person that is tired or doesn't care or just wants to go home. Like they only need to get one person. That's the thing. Like computer hashing, yeah, the hashing code isn't going to suddenly not work as well because it's tired. But humans will. Okay, surprisingly doesn't look too awkward. Professional social engineer is a different breed already. Correct. I'm just gonna go with the M16A2 here. Also, I saw the slim handguard you posted in the guns channel. Honestly, didn't know that existed. It actually looks really nice. I feel like I would prefer that over the actual actual triangle handguard. The slim handguard is the one before the classic. Yeah, you mentioned that earlier. I'm surprised it's before the classic because the slim one looks much more modern. Feels like it would be more ergonomic for me as well. Oh, cache mag release. This can make good gun, but gun people decide it for price. True. Honestly, I think a lot of their guns are kind of overpriced these days. Other companies are definitely making similar stuff. But at much more reasonable prices. But yes, they do give good quality at least. Even for things like the UMP, you can get good close bolt low back submachine guns these days. You don't have to go to them anymore. Go get an APC-9 from Brugger and Tomet, or the Scorpion Evo. I recognize that reference image from Wikipedia. Yes. My country used the full auto version of the M16A2 for a while. Although now it's all M4. M4 Kabi, my beloved. M16 got disliked because of 3-round bursting it without auto. If I remember correctly, the M16A2 for export version actually got the normal full auto. So it was still pretty good. I think they ended up giving it back. I think M16A3 was auto. Then the A4 was 3-round burst again. But yeah, the burst wasn't very good because it didn't reset automatically. So if you let go of it in the middle of a burst, you'll just get like 1 or 2 rounds the next burst. Very confusing. People did not like it. But the obsessive army have the 3-round bursting. So basically they had a bunch of programs and they were trying to figure out how to increase the hit probability of soldiers on the enemy. And they were thinking a lot of things, but one of them was, okay, if we shoot more rounds at once, then we can have more chance of hitting the enemy. So they tried a bunch of things like flechettes, multi-barrel designs, super burst. And honestly, all of those guns looked ridiculous and they did not get adopted. But so they tried to just put the 3-round burst thing onto the M16. Did not really work. In the end, they discovered that actually you should just put a scope on, and that will increase hit probability. So that's why people are putting scopes on all the rifles now. First the aim point and ACOGs, and now they are looking into some other fancier stuff. And it's ACOG. Yes, how much did I miss? Nah, not much. Still drawing. You are the biggest army in the world, don't be stingy on bullet. Okay, but the amount of a single person can carry is limited by weight. Even though yes, I believe everyone would like to spray bullets like in Call of Duty. Per soldier have 210 rounds. Yes, that's about correct. Although they usually carry even more in their backpacks as well. 6 rounds. 6 rounds on the chest rig, 1 in the gun. Yes. They also have more in their backpack, which is dependent on probably whatever doctrine they have at the moment. That's more flexible. We held to managing ammunition. Like, yes. Which one? I just shot a half. I think I heard someone say they basically just go in a row across. They just go in a row across their chest rig. So they start from the magazine on the leftmost, and then they just put, and then after they reload using that magazine, they put the used up magazine in that pocket, and they just move down in a row. If you play Ready or Not, I think it's a bit similar to that. The game also has the magazines just change in order. They need side view. I think modern PMax have side view, but the standard GI Max don't have. Oh, his shotgun has even got a sling. That's really sick. What happened to transparent Mac like the G36? Still around, still around. Durability, maybe it was costly. Yeah, maybe. I mean, those things are still around. P90 Macs are still transparent. Maybe because the material has to be a bit thicker, so it's hard to make a standard magazine with that dimension. A little side view beside the magazine well. Yeah, I think PMac actually made something like that, I think. There's a little plastic insert window on some of the PMacs. Not the original image and not PMAC. No. So the unbullpup LED. Oh no. Funky. L85 AFV. Oh. Okay, that's tiny. It's quite fortunate that he also has a sling for his shotgun. Nice reference for the sling behavior. Make my shotgun master key size. It's time for the Serbu Super Shorty. Holding 2+1 rounds of shotgun ammunition. And with a range of about 5 feet. Like, the thing has video game shotgun range. It's incredibly funny. HK51B, the belt-fed one. Yeah, I think my country police has the magazine-fed one as an LMG. I don't know why a police needs LMG, but sure. Hey Laika, oh hi Normal. Imagine yourself have a tail. I do have a tail. How you wear the pant? You know you can modify clothing, right? Just modify it until it has a hole, or design it to be worn a bit lower or something. Okay, it's finally taking shape. I was worried because I couldn't see the final shape of the pose. On the left very well before. Leave a gap, customize pants or DIY. Or the pant. Will you strap on technical pouches? Yes. First question, how do you wear the normal amount? Like your underwear doesn't go all the way up to your waist. If your tail is anatomically correct, it doesn't come out that far down. Remember, most of the artists designed the tail. Yeah, that's correct. Most of it is somewhere above them. But yeah. Hybrid tail would be at the coccygeal region is. Yep. Because even in normal humans that don't have tails, that's still where the tailbone is. Surprisingly, the tailbone is actually still important in the human skeleton. People who break their tailbones get pain when they sit down. It's an attachment point for some muscles and organs. Right, just don't pull your pants and these too far up. Yep. I'm busy right now, be right back. Yep, see ya. So important how it balances sitting. Frank got hurt in his tailbone. Yeah, yikes. Yeah, it is part of the spine. So ultimately it's going to be important. Literally cap of your nervous system. Yep. Yeah, you can damage it if you fall on your ass too hard. I believe that's the main. That's the most common way for people to damage it. If I'm not wrong. This is why you don't pull a chair pull break. Oh yeah, that is actually super dangerous. Among other reasons, like them falling over, like that. Among other reasons, like head trauma, breaking neck. Like it takes surprisingly little to break human neck. I think people have jumped into pools and then accidentally broke their neck on the bottom. Quite scary stuff. Nah, my friend is just an art student. Yep. Oh, art student. That's kind of cool. Got like 80% backbone problem ever exists. Yep. The other thing is just right hands break it down for him. Oh, is he getting the muscle cramps thing? Hopefully it's not carpal tunnel syndrome. Carpal tunnel syndrome can be cured, but yeah, it's a big hassle. Okay, I used the wrong reference line to draw. That's why it looked wonky. Just sit and focus a lot here, hyper focus and just sit there for half a day straight. Wow. That's a good skill to have. I don't have that. I wish I had that. You know, when I'm not streaming, I stand up a lot in the middle of my drawing. Though you might want to focus, but not that much. His backbone are now senior grade. Wait, really? I thought he got it injured some other way. Is it really from sitting too much? Damn. Might need to watch. Okay, guess I'll watch out for that then. Posture of the shrimp fried rice. Yikes. Yeah, that's... Yeah, I really need to watch out for that now. Those are also bunk bed. Oh yeah, that might have done a number as well. Yeah, I also have horrible posture when sitting in a chair. Especially if it's one of those ergonomic chairs. Especially if it's one of those ergonomic chairs, because I just slide downwards and half lie in the chair. Thumbs are OP, tools and grab. Yeah, opposable thumbs. Thinking and hand. Yes. Also language. Complex language, specifically. Breakdance and freedom. Yes. Breakdancing, the Olympic sport. Why did they pick that person as the winner? Who did this? Try Mark Zuckerberg as it reminds him of his home planet. Yes, it is a popular... must be a popular dance on his native home planet. Love me dumps. Yes. Me dumps obey me dogs. Yes. It's actually so important that I think they invented a type of surgery that if you lose your thumb, they can attach a new thumb from using one of the toes of your foot. It's one of the smaller toes of your foot. No, I'm covering up the MP5 I so painstakingly drew 2 hours ago. Maybe hi guys, I just woke up from a nap. Oh hi, welcome back. Following how tails are formed. Yes, that's correct. Yeah, it would be in the tailbone region, of course. Oh, I forgot that Elon Musk promised up cat girls. Yeah, he went to do other things, and honestly, he's kind of insane right now. I don't want to think about him anymore. Yeah, he kind of went insane a few years ago. Nice. Is the KS-23 even still in use? Probably. Even the Makarov is still in use. I bet some police department somewhere has the KS-23. Japanese are creating hybrids. Yep. Yeah, I think I heard something like that. Although I'm pretty sure it's just something about stem cells and such. Right. Maybe one day there will be better organs for transplant. That would really help a lot. Especially if it can be created from that person's own stem cells. I had an aunt that got a kidney transplant. Unfortunately, it didn't work. Her body rejected the transplant, and she had to do dialysis until she died. country still uses it within the gun scope. That's peak. It's a good shotgun. It's like 4 gauge. Oh wait, no, it's 8 gauge. 8 gauge. Big shotgun. 33mm. Blueberry Man and Squirrel goes with. Yes, that's correct. This actually doesn't look that bad as a manga panel. Okay. Nice. Yeah, adding in the details really makes it feel a bit more alive. Nice. I think it works. Fantastic. Actually, like, why made you so much into robots? Terminator 2. The side profile of the squirrel girl reminds me of Cruz. Cruz? I can't think of a future where homunculus be used as organ harvest. Well, if we're going to be pedantic, the organs grown from stem cells don't have brains, so you're basically just growing the organ. Hopefully that's the direction they're heading in. Otherwise it's just spawn killing someone for organs, which, yeah, would be really messed up. Totally see that happening in Cyberpunk though, you're right. So you're right about that. Still a bit off-putting. The thing is, a lot of people actually do think it's a bit off-putting. There's a lot of ethical guidelines about stem cell research. Like how you are allowed to get the stem cells, what you are allowed to do with the stem cells. There's a bunch of rules about it. Some of them are even I think some of them are even actual laws. Nice. I think this looks good. It's done. Absolute cinema. Absolute cinema. Chow Yun-fat is a genius. Hey, so it's like 12 for you. Yeah, I just wanted to finish this in one stream. Yep. Well, it's like 3.5 hours of streaming. Great. Also, hi Lin, hi Jellyfish. Yep. Congratulations everyone. We made it to the end of the stream. I finished drawing the thing. Get some rest. Yeah, sure. I will. Okay, nice. Yeah, I'll post this later, I guess. So, for everyone who was here, thanks for watching and go to sleep. Goodbye. The art name, The Thing. Hard boiled. Yep. Good night. Good night, Lynn. Remember my words, I will return for one more stream. I'll be back. Alright, good night everyone. See ya.